Okay, now we live on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Today you have a great conversation about how prioritize what truly matter in your daily routine. I need to share some. I remember I'm not a teacher. I am a student like yourself, like you. And Talk and Talk, if you never you came here, never watched that. It's a platform of language practication, conversation in general. Here we couldn't practice English, Spanish, Italian, and German. And I start to practice Spanish, but I am a mess because I start to talk in Spanish in the middle. I start talking English. It's a messy, but I still try to understand Spanish because it's important for my career. And for start, Isabel, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. So my name is Isabel. I'm 24 years old. I live in Florianópolis with my family. I born here as well. I'm a graphic designer. I finished my bachelor degree in the last of 2023, and since then I'm working in area. I like read books too. Nowadays I'm finished the I believe in English language, the book calls Amazing Girls, but in Portuguese you can see like Mulherzinhas or even Adoráveis Mulheres, something like that. It's a very good book. And also in my free time, I like watch series, as I said before, The Office, and go walk a little bit, do some exercise.
Thank you, Isabel. And you, Veronica?
Hi, hello. My name is Veronica. I am accountant. I am 50 years old. I am here to improve my speaking skills. I live in Porto Alegre. I don't have time to read the book. Now, only learning English. Um, I have a dog. I have a son. I am married.
Thank you, Veronica. And you, Andrea, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, good evening, guys. My name is Andrea. I live in Guarujá, the coast of São Paulo, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo. I work as an administrative assistant in a Japanese restaurant. I am responsible for pay the bills, pay the employees, buy things for the restaurant. A lot of bureaucratic part, I need to do, but I like it, even though sometimes I get stressed, but I think it's a way that sometimes I think that I like this kind of things, I don't see myself doing a calm job, for example. I am a little electric, so I need that to live, I believe. In my free time, I like listening to music, drink wine, cooking, going to rock concerts, and I wish I could have more time to read. When I was a teenager, I used to read a lot, and since I became an adult, I don't have so much time for that. But I will try have a time this year. So that's it about myself.
Thank you, Andrea. And about myself, I'm Camila. I'm 32 years old. I'm living in Aracaju, Sergipe. I'm working as a product design and a new job because I start a new job today. But it's the same thing. It's a outsourcing company. In my free time, I really like to watch movies and series, like I said. But I have a problem. I don't have more focus and read things. But when I start to have this habit, it's important because when I work with creativity, I guess to read it a lot, it's helpful to visual more things, you know. But I guess it's my mistake right now. I watch a lot, but I don't read the things. And when I have a time, now I couldn't, but I really like to swim. I guess it's very important to me to be focused because, like Andrea said, it's the same for me. I am a very agitada pessoa. And sometimes it's hard for me to be quiet and focus in only thing because that I need to swim sometimes. Andrea, can you start the first question, please?
Yes. How do you determine what is truly essential in your daily task? Oh, it's really difficult because I don't consider myself so organized at home mainly, but I believe that at work I am really organized. And I think I prioritize the most important things, you know. I started doing the things that I need to solve first, and then it's like a to-do list, you know. If I finish it, I just, okay, it's check, and I pass to another things. But sometimes the things, some unexpected things can happen, and it makes my day a messy because I am really, um, how can I say? I forgot the word, even in Portuguese, methodic. I consider that I am really methodic. I need to do every day the same thing at the same way. If I change something, I get lost, you know. I'm a little like that. So, but I think we need to learn how to deal with these things because life it's like that, you know. It's not the same every day. But I prioritize the things that it's the most important in that moment for me.
And for you, Veronica?
Um, I first I list my priorities in my job. Every day I have many solicitations that don't have in my routine. And in this case, I organize how urgency and the importance to do. Um, I I um, m- I the same. Ai, como é que é o nome dela? Da Andrea. I repeat my routine or tasks every day. I have many methods. It's the same.
And for you, Isabel?
Well, I usually do the same as well. I have a book, I don't know, a note where I can write the things that I have to do in the day or even the week. But to prioritize that sometimes it's hard because I don't know, wrote a lot of things and then we need to choose what we need to start. So sometimes I choose what is the most important, and if I do that, no, I have to do this task to so I can do another tasks after. So I try to prioritize that like that. I try to put in a hierarchy, and then choose the most important tasks. So I need to do that to and can continue doing the other tasks. So I try to do that when I wrote a lot of things and then have to choose one to do and start it.
Yes, I totally agree now because I start to read. I don't finish yet. I guess I am in the middle of this book. It's the only thing, I guess, is the name. And I try to start to do that. And I guess it's like Isabel said, it's important because when you focus on only thing, it's more possible you finish it. And now I tried not to put in more than 3 tasks of my work in the same day because I understand I couldn't do 14, 5 things the same day because I spend a lot of time in one task and I have 8 hours per day for do that. And now I try to understand that, but sometimes I made a mistake and I forgot to put a list and I try to live the freestyle day, and it's a mess. But sometimes it's hard for me to do the correct way to task and the right things, because some day we wake up not good. Sometimes we have a bad day, and I guess this influence a lot my productivity and it's my huge problem in the moment. So the worst day. Um, Let me see. The second question, Veronica, can you read it and answer? The second.
Number 2.
Everyone answer this question, right? Yes. Okay.
Do you have a specific method to prioritize your most important activities? In my case, yes, I have a list in Excel, and I put the guidelines, and I use the Agenda Google, and if it is very important, I send the my message for the group about these activities to do, or person, no group, but my client, my customer, né? Customer. I put the date, list activities, and every day não sei como dizer, que eu coloco a situação, como está daquela atividade.
And you, Isabel?
Well, as I said before a little bit, the method that I usually use is like my notebook, something like that, where I write a lot of things that I have to do. But also, as Veronica said, I remember that I use Google Calendar as well to put my routine there and some events, I don't know, that I schedule. Or even, let me see one more. I think I use just these both methods. And as I said, I try to prioritize choosing the most important, that is like the father of the children's tasks. Like I have to do that to continue. So it's like that.
Thank you. And you, Andrea?
Guys, to be honest, I don't have a specific method to prioritize my things. I usually have everything that I need to do in my mind. I consider that I have a great mind, a memory, of course. It's necessary to have a good memory. But of course, I am a little like Isabel. I like to write down the things in my notebook, just to make sure that I will not forget. And I also, not every time, but I use Google Agenda too. I am trying to get used on it because I don't know how to use so much this kind of information. I'd like to know a little more about. There is an app that you can put, I think, is Notion. I would like to know how to use it because I think it's interesting. I've been trying do something there, but for me it's too much, you know. I don't know, so I give up. Uh, I am a little old school. I prefer write down the things and put the things on my mind. That's it. My method it's that, you know.
I understand, and I agree with you. I guess for me, it's so hard to use digital things for do that. For example, Google Agenda, to-do list. I have a app with this name. I guess because when I take my phone and do that, I have distraction and I use the cell phone with another things, you know. And because that I am old school and I need to write things, and I guess it's more safe for me not waste my time. And because that I guess it's the only thing it's work right now. It's write things, you know. And I use a lot the remember of the cell phone with the time I need to remember something. So this
Nice.
is helpful too because sometimes when I work, when I do study something, I don't realize the time, you know. And sometimes I start to 1 p.m. and I watch it's 5 p.m. and I don't stay sit all the time. And because not that I need the digital for help me. But I guess for remember, I need to write things. The method it's more safe for me is that. Isabel, can you read the tree of if you choose another? It's okay.
Yeah, no problem. We can answer the three. Let me see. What strategies help you avoid distractions while working? Well, it's a hard work actually. It's very difficult sometimes, but nowadays I'm trying to, I don't know, if I'm working in my room as usually, I put my cell phone away like in another room in my house. Let me see. And also, this week have to read more on my notebook for some tasks. And my second monitor that I usually use two monitors to work was distracting me. So I put it off and then starting to read just on my notebook to pay more attention. It's work for me. It's a new thing that I'm trying to do. And also, let me see. The cell phone, this monitor strategy. I think these both most recently strategies that I use. I don't remember more.
Thank you, Isabel. I guess for me, I use the time reduction of the cell phone. And I guess sometimes it's helpful because after the time I spend the time, I put it the limit. All the apps, it's great on, you know, and I guess it's more boring to put it and click three buttons to use the apps. And I guess this is helpful for me. But I don't remember another thing I could do. I guess that, and I use a lot phones when I work. I don't know why, but I need to see, listen something for focus my brain something also. I try to listen music sometimes when I don't have a hard task for me. I couldn't listen podcast. But I guess the principal it's music, and I guess it's important because sometimes when I have a hard task, I couldn't be feel like a little bit anxious about that, and I guess it's important to isolar, forgot in English, the space be around me and focus in my screen, you know, because that I use a lot for my work. I guess sometimes it's danger for my listen, but I try to use the volume, very slow, and sometimes I hope I don't have a problem in my here sometimes, but that's it. And you, Andrea?
This question is interesting, guys, because, for example, Isabel said about put the cell phone away from her. And I remember now, guys, that on Sunday, I was in an immersion that talks about it, put your cell phone away from you. And I shared a video that makes me feel really afraid because the video said that if you go to different part of your house and every part that you go, you keep your cell phone with you, maybe you have a problem, So and the another was if you wake up, don't say good morning for anyone around you and just take your cell phone in your hands, you also have a problem. And I do it, guys. The first thing that I do when I wake up is take my cell phone to see the notification. It used to be a cigarettes, right? Thank God I stopped smoking. And every part of my house that I go, my cell phone, it's with me on my hands or on my pockets, I think both. So I got afraid of this video because I start thinking about my attitudes related to cell phone. I don't consider myself addicted because, for example, if I have something to work in my job, even though I need the cell phone to work because I need to use the WhatsApp. If I am so concentrated, so focused on something, it's possible for me to forget about my cell phone. It's not a problem. But when I arrive at home, no, I am sitting on the sofa. Oh, let's take a look on something on cell phone. And then I forget a little about the life. I need you to be honest. So I don't know. And my strategy is that if I am focused, it's not a problem. And you said something related to music, Camila. In my case, if I need to focus on something, I cannot listen to music. And for example, in the morning, I usually don't listen to music at work because I am so focused. I need to do a lot of things that need concentration, and I avoid that. But in the rest of the day, it's possible for me because I do more automatic things. So it's nice to listen to music. So that's it, guys.
I have a doubt. If you stay in focus and you listen people talk around you, it's okay. You still focus with that.
Depending.
Uh,
If there are a lot of people talking and I need to focus, no, I will struggling a little. I will struggle. Oh, guys, come on. Let's talk in other place because I need to focus. I do
okay.
that.
And you, Veronica?
In my case, I work alone, and my distractions is about my parallel plans. Um, but when if uh, tiver barulho, I I silence my smartphone, or I send a time to distraction then. I usually to do other activities uh, in my lunchtime for I to do exclusivity in my work durante o dia, durante o day.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it stopped to variation of the microphone here, but now it's okay. Andrea, can you choose another one for us?
Yes, let's go. Let's see. The question number 9, guys. How does saying no to non-essential tasks impact your productive and well-being? I consider myself a person that don't know how to say no, but I am learning do it, because I think it's important. And sometimes we don't have time to do what we need to do. And if someone asks for help, you will help this person just because you don't know how to say no. And I believe that if you learn that, if you thinking about, oh, it's not a problem say no, you not offend the person saying no, we need to thinking about the tasks that you need to do before. I believe that will help a lot in your productive and of course your well-being, because if you get a lot of things to do, more than you need and more that you want, maybe you get frustrated, So for well-being, it's great. And of course for the productive, because you will do just that it's possible for you. You don't need to say yes all the time just to please someone, Thinking about our tasks and about yourself first. And then you can uh, choose if you can do it or not, But I need to confess that I am trying to improve on it, because for me it's not easy to say no, guys. I don't know about you.
I guess, Andrea, for me, now it's become more easier. But I guess, for example, when I start in the last job, I say yes for every task. The person said, or the leader said, "Oh, Camila, can you help me this guy to do this design?" I couldn't do that. I could. And one time I realized it's not important for my career, this type of thing. The only thing I do was sobrecarregar, forgot this in English, myself. And it's not working for a promotion. And then when I realized that, I start to say, no, I couldn't do that because I have a lot of tasks in my desk and I need to solve that. And was very insane to realize that because the people don't say sad, say okay. I try to pass for another person, but I spend a lot of time to do the task. I don't need it because I realize it's great for my promotion, but this promotion never happened. And it's no fair, right? We think about hard work. It's something very specific in Brazil. We like to do hard work and we need to do that. And I talk now more with people around abroad, and it's very insane because the people do the A task, and the A task, the people delivery, and the main point. In Brazil, we did the A, the C, the D, the W,
Yeah.
all the tasks. It's very insane the rhythm in Brazil about the work. And I think a lot about that. And for you,
Yeah.
Isabel?
Just to add
Go ahead,
something
Andrea. Go
really
ahead.
quickly, and the bad side on it that you don't know how to say no, that people get taken advantage on you, because oh, Andrea, it's bobinha.
Yes.
Let's ask for her, She don't know how to say she doesn't know how to say no, so she will do it for us. So there are people like that,
Yes.
guys. We need to pay attention.
Yes, but it's happened some mistake about you do a lot task. It's a problem, right? But you
Yeah.
try to help for people and then you suffer about that. It's not fair, the
Exactly.
market. And for you, Isabel, go ahead.
Yeah. It's very interesting what you said because I didn't have this perception about the difference between here and abroad. And about the question, I'm same as Andrea. I have difficult to say no, so I say yes, yes, yes for a lot of tasks or even activities or help another people. Sometimes I see this helpful feeling a good way, like if you saw someone that really needs your help. I don't consider like job or other things like help a friend or even that. I consider that nice, but in the job environment, like in the company, sometimes I think that we have to have this feeling more, if I can say that, feeling improve. I don't know if this correct word, to understand when we can help another guys, or even when you just focus on what we need to say to don't prejudicar or on situation. But in my case, yes, I have this difficult to say no as well.
And for you, Veronica.
Um, um, if I can't to do it at the time I being asked, I will set another deadline to deliver the no essential task. No essential for me. I'm, I'm not the people is essential. I negocio prazo. In general,
Great.
I don't say not.
Okay. We discovered some problem here, right? The fears about the no. But I understand it's so hard to set. But I guess the worst part is start because now I said not for everything, I guess. Sometimes. Isabel, can you choose another one? So today it passed fast. It's 42 right now.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Mm, well, now, maybe number 6. How do you handle tasks that feel urgent but are not necessarily important? Necessarily important. Um, Let me see. Well, maybe in my case, I just noticed that this task is not even too much important when I started, and then I saw, okay, I can do this later. Uh, because if I put this like in my notebook, I consider that it's important. But maybe in the time that I wrote this, I'm not consider a lot of factors. And then when I started doing that, I saw that it's not too much important that I thought. So I have this kind of thing that I just have this notice when I started, and how I handle with that. Well, I stopped and started a new one. Put this task is like in my my list, but it's not in the important list, just a thing that I want to do someday, but I don't need it to do right now because I have to do more important things than that.
Yes, and I guess sometimes for the client, all things is urgent. You need to deliver right now. But when I
Yeah,
try to
unfortunately.
analyze, yes, but then when I try to analyze, you realize it's not so urgent this way. But I guess it's important to have, I guess Veronica said about the deadline. So we need this deadline for understand the most important. But understand sometimes the client said, oh, I need this tomorrow. And then you have another task in the beginning, and then you needed to jump. And I guess for me it's easier to jump, but depend of the day because it's so sad when this happening the worst day. Sometimes you have a problem like me when I have a colic. I don't have a great day, and this type of thing always happening this day. And then you needed to spend a lot of time to do something very simple because you don't have the great day, you don't stay in the good day. And I guess it's so bad to become a woman. Sometimes I think a lot about that because when I needed to be productive, your body said, no, girl, today not, today not. And for you, Veronica, it's the six.
I prefer to do the activities urgent, and after I continue in my activities plan.
Okay, thank you, Veronica. And you, Andrea?
Guys, I was thinking here about this question because every time that I need to do something that I think it's urgent, something more urgent happens and I need to do it before, Every time. If you take a look on my desk, for example, I have a lot of things to do that I am postponed because something more important brings, before I need to do it. Oh, it's so terrible sometimes. And I feel like I am not good enough to do my job sometimes, because all the time I feel that I am overwhelmed or something like that. But I am trying to not focus on it, I am trying to do my best every time and thinking about that sometimes things happens, you need to change the way that you are doing the things, and it's okay if you don't finish it in that day, you can finish in another one. But for us that it's really methodic, it's really hard to know because we always want to finish everything that you need to do, and sometimes it's not possible.
Yes, totally agree. Because I guess I choose the 10 now. At what time of the day do you feel the most focused and productive? I'm considered a daily person, so I really like the day about 9 and 1 p.m. this time for my focus. I guess when I stop for the lunch, the worst part, I need about 2 hours to back for the rhythm, you know. So I guess for me it's very hard when I need to stop for the lunch because I needed to take a nap, but sometimes I don't have a time to do this. I guess for me it's hard, the part of the middle of the day, but the morning it's the perfect time to be focused for me. And for you, Veronica?
Uh, what's the question?
Is then at what time of the day do you feel the most focused and productive?
Okay. In my case, after my lunch, because during my lunch, I resolve em inglês, não sei. My other activities, and I feel livre, live, não, free. I feel free and concentrate in my job.
Yes, the opposite of me. And you, Andrea?
I don't know, guys, to be honest. It depends on my mood. You know, sometimes I am very productive during the morning, and others day I am very productive during the night, and I don't know, in the end of the day. Depend on my mood. For example, yesterday I was so I believe that I have already uh arrived in my job as stressed. And so in the morning was like a messy. And after the lunch, I felt that I was more productive, you know. So I believe that the mood that I am, that I yeah, that's the mood can uh we can relate it with my mood, you know. I don't know if you understand, guys. Depending on my mood. That's it.
Yes, I understand. And you, Isabel?
Well, I'm same as you, Camila, in the morning. Nowadays, in the morning, I'm very focused, and in the night too. But in the afternoon, it's more hard to me. But I don't know why. Maybe because of the lunch, and then you relax, and then try to continue your work. And sometimes because of that, it's more hard. But in the morning, I can do a good routine, like I wake up early and then make my coffee and read something, and then I start to work. And I don't know, because of that, I can start working well and do all the tasks that I have to do. But in the afternoon, in the lunch, I have short time and more things to do in this period. So I don't know, because of that, I eat very quickly, and then I'm more tired to continue the my work in the afternoon. I don't know.
Yes, I totally agree. For me, I know the correct is to go to the gym in the morning, but for me, I have more energized in the night. So I really like to go to the gym in the night. But
Yeah, me too.
I don't know why I don't have a strong in my arm in the morning. So for me, it's very strange to take a weight, and try to do my exercise in the gym. So because that I prefer the night. And for you, Andrea, you like to exercise at night
Oh, I wish
or
I
not?
could, guys. I am trying to
Oh,
find a way to go to the gym or just to walk on the beach, you know, because I want to exercise my body. I am getting older, so it's necessary. But I don't know if I needed to go to the gym, maybe I would prefer go during the night because even though I need to wake up early, it seems that I wake up already tired. So I don't know if I will have so much motivation to go to the gym during the day, during the morning, you know. Maybe I would prefer going to the gym at night.
and you, Veronica? It's night or morning for exercise?
I prefer in the night because in my city, Porto Alegre, is very cool in winter and up in the morning is I have to up most de manhã tá escuro and the many cold.
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone liked the gym in the night, and I got it. But I don't know why. Sometimes when I go to the gym in the morning, I feel like the time it's more huge the day, but I don't feel like I did the exercise. It's very very confusing because that I still in the night. Girls, we don't have time for another question. Thank you for today. Veronica, I don't know you stay here in my immersion, but I guess we see in another immersion. I don't remember. You like this immersion, you like the dam?
Yes, I like it. Just uh, how can I say assunto
Dam?
is very easy and common. I like it for me, um, but I don't have time for prepare my answers. But I do like I like.
Oh, don't worry, you answered great. No problem. It's a challenge for right when you try to prepare the test. Now in Spanish, I try to prepare, but sometimes I try to improvising the immersion, but it's fun to do that. And for you, Isabel?
It was very fun as well. I really appreciate the conversation. I like this topic. I like, I don't know, organize and task topics. So I really enjoy. And thank you so much, all you guys, for this immersion. Really, really like.
And the last one, Andrea.
Yes,
For
I
you,
love the
this damn.
conversation. I love it, the conversation because I think it's really important to talk about it, right, guys? As I said for you, sometimes I feel that I am not so organized. So it's always good to have some tips, to be more organized. And that's it. Congrats, Camilinha. I love it.
Thank you, girls. Next mention it's about the science of motivation. Why we do that? What we do. Why we do what we do.
Good
So I
one.
guess motivation it's the moving my life, because sometimes when I have motivation, I stay in the same place for long time, and I guess it's important to discuss about that. That's it, girls. Thank you a lot for this conversation. It was amazing. And see you in another mission. Bye. Have
Thank
a
you,
good